Hi, hello, welcome to 2023. It's been a minute since I filmed anything because I was trying to like figure my life out and what I want to do in 2023, and I've not figured it out. I'm not any closer to figuring it out, but I thought I would share what I've come up with. It is currently Sunday, January 15th. So we're 2 weeks into the new year, and yeah, I have thoughts, I have feelings, and I thought I would share whilst getting ready. I'm going into work today to just do some extra prep setup for an event that we have at the beginning of the week. And then Anthony and I are going out of town. We're gonna go just get out of Dodge for the evening, stay overnight somewhere. Obviously, you're seeing this much later than that, whenever I get around to editing it, but like that's the plan. And so I'm gonna go very minimal today, very easy makeup, and then I'm gonna pack some nice stuff for our little day trip, so I look super cute tomorrow. But yeah, with that, let's get started. Bring you in a little bit closer. That's close enough, I think. So close to finishing this. I feel like in a minute there's not going to be enough to pump through and I might have to cut it, which makes me so happy. This is a really good primer. I would definitely recommend it. This is, oh yeah, hard to come out. This is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, which is like the dupe for Milk Hydro Grip. I would say, yeah, it's a dupe. Very, very same. I didn't actually find the, I didn't actually find the Hydro Grip to be any sort of hydrating, but it was very drippy, and I liked that, so. Yeah, I don't think I could actually pump anything else out of that, so I'm not going to bring this on my trip, but I will cut it, and by the end of the week, I am sure it will be gone. Woo! First makeup empty of 2023. For 2023, I'm gonna go in with my NARS Light Perfecting because it's beautiful and I love it. So for 2023, I just like literally want to get my life together, and like in so many ways, in so many areas, and I'm not trying to like overwhelm myself with goals or anything, but things like getting my finances in order. Like I really need to learn how to budget. I am in my 30s and I don't have a budget. I don't live paycheck to paycheck. I have evolved in that aspect of my life, and that I'm not paycheck to paycheck, which is wonderful, but I'm not doing much better than that in my mind. I should be saving more. Like it's just, I have definite room for improvement there. So I have like goals for every month about paying off my credit card, what I'm putting into savings, and things like that. So like that's one goal or one area of my life. I guess it's like, I don't know, I hate to say it, but like this is gonna be my glow up year. She says sarcastically, but also genuinely. So that, and I want to work on some like goals at work and, you know, moving up the ladder there in whatever way that looks like. And I know what that looks like, but I don't want to say it out loud because nothing is set in stone. But I'm working towards things at work. And then at home, and I was like kind of like putting off this video because I really wanted to like have this down and be like good with this so I could like vlog it and like show you what I mean. But like my evening and morning routines. And here's the thing. I've had evening and morning routines for a long time. Like very, my before bed and when I wake up protocol has been the same for a long time. Mostly. And I'm just trying to like finalize it and make them the most intentional. Intentional's the big one. I want to be very intentional with what I'm doing to help set me up for success. That's what my evening routine is for, is to help get me ready for the morning. So that looks like I go to bed at around 10 o'clock and I read until about 10:30. So I work backwards from there. And I do a little tidy of the house. I always try to clean the sink, do the dishes, set my coffee pot, make my lunch if I need to, but usually I do that in the morning. So do that. I do my skincare, either right after the shower or an hour or so before bed, so it has all time to sink in. Yeah, do a tidy. I lay out my clothes. That's very important for me. Lay out my clothes so I don't have to think about it in the morning. I don't have to go in and out of the closet waking Anthony up. Yeah, and that's my evening routine. Take my allergy medicine that I take at night. Yeah. So normally I do that, but here's the thing. I get derailed very quickly. Anthony and I are watching a show and we're just like, okay, just one more episode, or we're watching a movie, or we go out, and then like all of a sudden it's 9:45, already 10 o'clock, and I just want to go to bed. So I need to figure out like what's the non-negotiable, what needs to happen no matter what, where I have my full routine and then I have like an abbreviated routine, and then that will help me in the morning, because I'll do good for like a day or two and then we stay up late, or I just don't follow it, and then I wake up and the kitchen's a mess, my coffee's not made, my clothes aren't laid out, and it's not stressful because I'll get to that in a minute, but it's like annoying because I could have just done it. I could have woken up and been at peace, right? So there's that. I'm working on that, and we're 2 weeks in and I'm coming to these realizations. So, and again, I've had this routine for years, not necessarily to a T or even acknowledged that that's what this was, but it is. It's my routine, and again, trying to make it just more intentional. So that's that. That's one aspect. And then the morning routine. And I'm not digressing, but here's my thing with morning routines. I see people completely influenced, obviously, my 5 to 9 before my 9 to 5. And they have these such, intentional mornings. And I was just like, I want that. All that to be said, what I've been doing for at least the past 2 years since we've had Pepper, when Pepper was a puppy, I get up and I would get up to let her go outside to go to the bathroom because we didn't have a dog door. And then we would just hang out. We would just hang out on the couch, and it would be like 5 a.m., 5:30 in the morning. And I would read, I would scroll, I would drink my coffee. Sometimes I would do yoga. I can't find my brushes. Do my makeup, get ready for work, whatever. I've always had very slow mornings. I never feel stressed. Very seldom do I rush. And I think that is because I don't have like a hard start time at work. I'm not rolling in at like 9:30, 10 or anything. I do shoot to be at work anywhere between like 8:15 and 8:30. Sometimes 8:45 if I am running late. But the thing is, I get up even now at like 5:30, 5:45, 6-ish. There's no reason I can't leave earlier. So then I was like, I just need to have a more intentional morning. And the first goal for that was to not scroll on my phone. And I have my phone set to turn off every night at like 10 p.m. When is my bedtime. And by turn off, I just mean like all the apps turn off, like downtime or whatever, screen time. I don't know what it's called. So I don't have access to that, which is helpful. I put my phone in this room to charge, not in my bedroom. One of the best things I have done in the past, and I got this I think 6 months ago or so, middle of last year. A regular alarm clock. It's not the Hatch. It was just some Amazon one, but it's like a daylight, sunlight, sunrise alarm clock. So my alarm is set for 5:30, and around like 5:10 or 5:15, it starts to turn on like with light, and it starts very dim and it gets brighter. And then at 5:30, the alarm goes off. Normally, I wake up just with the light, which is wonderful, but then I hit snooze, and I'm working on that. Working on not hitting snooze. But it's so much nicer. It's a much gentler way to wake up. You're not like jarred awake by a, an actual alarm. And I don't have access to my phone right away. So yeah, I get up and I wanted to like have my movement, get up, drink water, wash my face, do the gym, because I have a gym in my room or my house. Do the gym and then drink my water or my coffee and read 10 pages of my book and then get ready for the day. And for the most part, no, I've not been doing that for the most part. What I've been doing, excuse me. My coworker just called me since we were supposed to come in and set things up for this event, like I said at the very start of this video. And she's just like, I think we can do it on Tuesday. Let's not go in and do all this hard work. Let's just spend time with our husbands. I'm like, that's perfect, because Anthony and I are gonna go out of town. So now I'm absolutely in no rush. Not that I was rushing before, which goes back to my chill mornings. I never feel rushed. But again, in trying to be intentional, the gym thing's not working for me. I don't know why. I'm just not a morning person. Although in the past couple of days, just 5 minutes. I say I just have to do 5 minutes of stretching. I feel like they're a hair. That's all. It doesn't even have to be like quote unquote real yoga or anything. I just have to stretch for 5 minutes, warm my body up, because my shoulders are so tight. My hip hurts. My hip has hurt for like a year. I feel like I need to tell my doctor about it and just be like, I don't know if this is normal, but my hip hurts. I should stretch. Anyway, just 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes of stretching. And some days I've been doing 7 minutes. One day I did 10. And I'm just, congratulatory to myself that I did my 5 minutes. That's all I need to do. If I do more, that's amazing. So I've been doing that. Not quite the big movement that I wanted to do, like a full yoga class or walking on the treadmill. Maybe I'll get there one day. But for now, 5 minutes of stretching has been perfect. And then I go and I wash my face and I do my skincare, and that's when I sit down to read, because I'm not scrolling. It's very early still. It's just about 6-ish, and I have to start getting ready by 6:30 in the morning. And that has really helped me, being like, I have to, if I get ready at 6:30, start getting ready with makeup and my hair. I've already laid my clothes out, so that's all good to go. My lunch is already packed. That's good to go. All I have to do is get myself ready. There's no reason I can't leave my house before 8. I don't always, but I have been leaving earlier to where I do get to work earlier than usual. I would say I average between 8:15 and 8:30, which is great. That's what I want. I would love to get there a little bit earlier, but it's okay that I'm not, because that's my self-imposed start time. I want to start by 8:30. So all that to say, I have a long way to go in building these little routines and these little habits. And I would love to one day share with you what that looks like via a vlog or something. Just to switch the content up a little bit. But I'm not there yet. And I could show it to you now. It's not like I'm ashamed of it or anything. I just would like to know that, this is what I've been working towards and this is what I have. And I just don't feel like I'm there yet. I feel like, what's my hair? I just feel like I'm not there yet. I feel like I need a little bit more time to develop these habits and continue on growing as a person. So, today is Sunday, like I said, but since we're going out of town, I did get up early thinking I was going to be going to work, now that I'm not. But even better, because I spent this morning kind of tidying and cleaning And I'm sure you've all heard at this point of the Sunday reset, like the big house resets, the big trend that's going around, resetting your life, resetting your space, whatever. Which I've been doing actually before it was trendy. I usually use Sundays to prepare myself for the week ahead. Whether that's deep cleaning something, I almost always meal prep. I try to go shopping on Friday or Saturday because I hate shopping and then meal prepping. That's exhausting. I don't know what I'm gonna wear today, but I feel like using avocado toast palette. And that's not a mirror. In this aspect of resetting, this is more goals. Another goal this year is kind of replacing and upgrading. There are things that we have had in our house for over a decade. Literally, not an exaggeration. We've lived together for 10 years. We first moved in together in 2012. And every apartment that we moved to, which was only like one, we lived in one apartment for like 6 years. And then we moved to Long Beach and we were there for 2 years. And we've been here. Something like that. We've just moved what we've had from space to space to space. Since living here, we have upgraded some things, such as our bedroom. We've got like a new bed. We have a home gym now. We did just buy a new couch before the start of this year, which was absolutely necessary. But it just kind of made us think, like, what else do we have that we definitely needs replacing? So as I clean every week, and sometimes deep clean things, I'm like, what can we replace? What can be upgraded? Very slowly, because I can't at this moment afford to just throw everything that needs replacing away. But I've been like making a list. So the couch was the big one. That was a big investment. But it was a big investment the first time and we had it for 10 years. So it's, you know, an investment that's worth it. Pots and pans, we just upgraded those. Just the pans, not the pots yet. But we cook a lot. We love cooking. And the pots and pans that we have are good. They're decent. They're just 10 years old. I remember my Nana bought me them when we moved into our first apartment. So it's been 10 years. So that's been replaced. That's wonderful. I don't really know what I want to do with this look, but our towels, I really want to replace our towels because again, we've had them for so long and they don't, not that they have to match. I'm not trying to go for like an aesthetic life, but I mean, it would be nice to have matching towels, right? It would be nice to have new dishes because we got our dishes. We haven't had them for that long, but we have since redone the kitchen and it would just be kind of nice for the vibes to all be the same. We have these giant plates that we don't really even use because we're lazy and we use paper plates, which I know is really bad for the environment, but it's like the difference between knowing that you have to do a ton of dishes and versus just wash the pots and pans that you used and silverware. It's very good for my mental health, knowing that it's less that I have to do. We don't use them every night, but we do use a lot of paper plates. But yeah, maybe our dishes, things like that. Oh, we did upgrade. Wasn't really well, yeah, we replaced the oven and stove that was in our house when we bought it, and we bought a new one, and it's been the best thing ever. So anyway, those types of things, like what can I upgrade, what can I replace to make better, more efficient, more useful. So that's on deck for this year as well. Keeping the space clean, you know, all the usual things that you do to want to be a better person. Because material things matter so much. I don't mean it like that. I don't mean to say that my house makes me a better person, but I feel like the things that I put in my house, I feel like will reflect on who I am and reflect on how I feel. And I think I have too much. So if I can downsize or replace and do things like that, it's going to make me feel better and make me happier and a better person. Long story short. I love this like grungy khaki green we have going on. I'm going to do that on the whole lid. Another area that I'm trying to work on is my health and wellness and fitness. So we have our little home gym. I have a treadmill. I have dumbbells. Actually, I don't think they're dumbbells. I feel like there's a difference between hand weights and dumbbells, and I definitely have hand weights. And I have bands, and I have my yoga. So I'm just trying to make better use of those things. Again, be more intentional with it. I wish I could do it in the morning and just kind of like get it out of the way. But it's just like the last thing I want to do every morning. I have such slow mornings, and they're so nice. And I'm not trying to like beat myself up in the morning, since I genuinely like having slow, intentional mornings. I do what I do because I like it, and I feel like trying to make myself work out in the morning has not happened, so I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to do it. But that means I have to do it in the evening. And sometimes I'm happy I don't have a big social life out here, because I just don't know how to do it all. I don't know how to find that balance. And even now it's hard sometimes being like, I want to work out. And then Anthony's like, let's go for a walk. I'm like, that's good enough. Or he wants to go out and do something, and then I don't do it. So I don't know. It's all about finding balance this year and finding the things that make me happy and make me feel good, and not forcing things. I know we just did this cute matte look, but I'm going to go in with this color, Haas, because I feel like it's going to be equally as grungy but brighten it up a little bit. Yeah, so health and fitness. I mean, I know we shouldn't work out to lose weight, or like that shouldn't be the point, and I don't think it is the point of me doing it, but I would love to lose some weight. I would love to be more fit, and if my weight and the look of my body reflects that, that's going to make me very happy. And I say this for lots of reasons. One, I'm a small person and I don't feel small. I say small because I'm 5 feet tall. And I would love for my weight to be proportionate with my height. Not some BMI bullshit, but just, you know, I would love to look like a small, cute person. Small being short, not small being tiny. It's hard to talk about this because I feel like it's going to be like villainized in some way of the like 7 people that watch my channel. But the other reason I would like to lose some weight is because I just can't afford to keep buying new clothes. So I have my clothes up to a size, I think, like a 14, which is fine. But I also have size 12s that aren't very old, and I have 10s that are very old. I would love to fit at least into the 12s, because I bought the 12s to replace the 10s, and now I can't wear my 12s anymore. And I just can't keep buying new clothes. A, that's not sustainable financially, and B, I don't have space for clothes upon clothes upon clothes upon clothes that reflect where I am in this season. So I'm gonna try to whittle it down a bit to where I can wear what I currently own and have and can put back into rotation. So that's that goal. Yeah, just a lot. It's a lot, but I also feel like none of this is undoable or not doable within a year's time. I don't know. I say that as I haven't been able to stick to my morning routine or my evening routines. You see things on TikTok and, you know, they're like, oh, point of view, you stuck to your 2022 New Year's resolutions. And I would love to be that person. Yes. I think that's as good as the eyes are going to get. Now I'm derailed and I don't know what I was talking about. Losing weight, getting fit, being healthy. Oh, part of the health side of things also is like going to the doctors. So I was very proud of myself. I will not say how long it has been, but it has been a very long time since I went to the dentist. And I finally went to the dentist and I still have no cavities, which makes me so proud. Cavity free at 34. And you know, they had a real come to Jesus moment about my flossing habits. But let me tell you what, Flossing and oral hygiene is now my whole personality. I floss every night. I'm doing that TikTok mouthwash with, I don't know what it's called, but it's like a mouthwash, and then you add baking soda and hydrogen peroxide. And I've literally been doing it for 2 weeks. I feel like my teeth do look very white and nice. I brush my teeth at work after lunch. I don't ever want, oh, and it also just like hurt really bad. Like it was a very deep cleaning that they gave me because it had been many years. My mouth hurt for at least a week. I feel like it was like a week and a half. I thought I was gonna have to go back and just be like, did you guys do something? Did you kill a nerve or something? Like I just, like all around, it felt like if you have like real bad sinus pressure, how sometimes sinus pressure can affect your teeth. That's how I felt for like a week and a half. And like aspirin barely cut it. I was just like, oh my God, I can't handle my teeth hurting like this again. So I refuse to have such a deep cleaning. So when I go back, you're going to be pleasantly surprised and be like, oh my gosh, like we barely even need to clean your teeth because it's so clean. Your mouth is so clean right now. That is my goal. That is my hope. So I did that. And so the thing, automating things is so good, and I'm working my way to automating my life, be that bills, which most of my bills are automatic, doctor stuff, whatever. So at A&M, our insurance covers not just 2 cleanings a year, but 3. So I get 3 cleanings a year. I'm already signed up for the next one in March, I think. And it's already scheduled. It's already going to happen. It's going to be great. So that's one step. I need to go to the doctors for like, physicals and stuff like that, which I'm not always very good at staying on top of. So I actually just canceled my appointment. I was supposed to go on Monday, but it's a holiday and we're going out of town, and I was like, that's easy to change. So I switched it, still going in February. I also have a dermatologist appointment in February. I want to just like kind of figure my skin out, do mole checks or whatever. And I would love to get some like tretinoin or, dermatological stuff for my face. I've been having really bad breakouts. I'm sure it's hormonal, but I feel like there's things that we can do for that these days. And then the gynecologist, like, your yearly, whatever. Not even yearly, because I don't have to go every year. I think if you have normal pap smears, you don't have to do it like 3 to 5 years or something like that. But I need to get my IUD replaced, so I do have to go in and figure that out and die a little inside, because it's the worst thing ever, getting your IUD. I don't know that. I had it inserted the first time, and it was the worst thing ever. I can't imagine removing it and reinserting it. A new one will be any more better, so. I've been trying to rotate my highlighters more, but I just don't have it in me, so I'm just going to use the same one that I always do. Yeah, so health. Being a healthy person means going to the doctors, even though you hate it. So I will be doing that. Dentist. Going for walks more, especially with my puppies, because they need it too, has been very good and helpful. We've been doing that almost every day. Anthony goes for a walk, I think, every day, but he doesn't always take the dogs. I try, if I go with him, to take the dogs. So that's good. But yeah, I just feel like 2023, it can be a lot of things, but I feel like it can be very successful. I feel like there's a lot of things coming, a lot of potential for 2023 at work and at home with myself. So I'm just trying to make the best of it, make the most of it, and have my own little glow up, 2023 glow up. Oh my gosh, this is a beauty channel. I do mostly beauty stuff. Obviously, I haven't talked at all about beauty. So my overall goal, I'm not going to say I'm doing a full year no buy, because I know I'm not capable of that. I'm not even capable of doing a low buy, but I am committing to a no buy replacement only for the first 3 months of the year. And I say that because there are a few things that I will need to replace, like mascara. I can't imagine replacing anything else, even skincare wise. I really am going to try to commit to using what I have. I have a lot. Even with my skincare, I don't need any masks. Even when I run out of my favorite masks, which I have a few, I'm not replacing them until the other stuff is used and used, basically, and emptied. So I have my snail mucin peach slices that I'm like holy grail, and I would be so sad when it's gone, but when it's gone, it's gone. The Youth to the People yerba mate scrub, resurfacing scrub, when that's gone, that's gone. It's so expensive, but it's so good. And I would love to kind of not start over with my collection, use what I have, use it up, and then just be more intentional with what I buy. I only need one, like, chemical scrub, and I'll use that until it's gone. I only really need one hydrating, right? I don't need 50 million types of masks. I don't need 13 moisturizers. I don't have 13 moisturizers. I have 3. Even with body care and stuff, like right now, and this was like being just so tickled to be part of like Skeepers, which was Octoly, and Influenster, where I just was getting a lot of the same things. So like I got a lot of shampoo and conditioners, and yeah, I have a lot of shampoo and conditioner, more than I need, especially with my purple hair now. I'm kind of like picky with what I use. So there's things in there, but I'm still gonna use them. I'm gonna use it all. I wanna use everything. So when I need it, I know that I actually need it. There's some things that I'm gonna have to like convince myself. Oh my gosh, I forgot mascara. I thought I was done. Mine are a little watery. Let's go ahead and try eyeliner. But I'm also going through and decluttering things. So like I had some skincare stuff that I was using, and I was like, you know what? I don't like this. I'm getting rid of it. The same with some makeup stuff. I was like, there's no way, even as a backup, I will get to this or use this. So I'm gonna declutter it. And I already did like a big massive declutter before the end of the year. I did some decluttering in December, and I foresee that being the same in the following months. Like just being really practical about what I'm using and what I'm not using. Still part of me, which is a part that I will never take part on, but like sometimes I really do just feel like, especially with my lipsticks and mostly lipsticks, to be honest. Lipsticks, hair care, and skincare. Throw it all away and start over from the very beginning. I won't do that. I will not do that. I think about it. I think about it all the time. But I'm not going to do that. Just can't see. I've had these 2 mascaras for a while. I feel like they're on their way out, but I don't know if I'm ready to replace them just yet. My table's not even a mess. I just feel like I have a weird setup right now because my camera's over here, and normally I sit more to this side. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. But yeah, I want to use up what I have and just be more realistic about what I use, how much I use it, similar shades and or products that I already have. Mostly goes for palettes and lipstick. Like there's a few parts of my collection that are very minimal if you look at it just category wise. which is not how like you look at a collection, but can't talk and do liner at the same time. Bronzer. I have currently 2 cream bronzers and 1 powder bronzer. And this is my 1 cream bronzer that is almost gone. I bet you it'll be gone by the end of the month. And I preemptively bought a new one because I knew this one was low and I knew I was going on a no-buy. So I got the Fenty Matchstick. So there's that. And then eye primer. This is the only eye primer I have. This is the only eyebrow gel that I have. I think those are the onlys that I have. So like not extensive, but like when I run out of this, I will need to buy a new one. I only have 1. When I run out of this, I will need to buy a new one, but I don't need to buy 3 of these. You know what I mean? Like this is the one I like. I will buy this one unless somebody recommends me an eyebrow gel. Is that what this is? Yeah, eyebrow gel. That's just like phenomenal. I think I've talked about this in the past. Like I didn't really like the Easy Breezy Brow from CoverGirl. And the e.l.f. Wow Brow did not wow me. And this is the Makeup Revolution eyebrow gel. I've used it, I think, for the past year. Not this one, but this is the only one that I've consistently repurchased. So, and same with the eye primer. I use this one. This is the second one that I've had. I really did like the Rare Beauty one. But if there's a good recommendation, let me know. I'm almost done, guys. I'm almost done. I'm going to go in with the Big Bad Lash. I feel like this one's on the way out. I'm going to pack this for my trip, but I don't think it'll survive past that. I think it's time for it to go. Almost done. I'm not even going to like do my hair and show you the final. Like this will be the final, don't worry. But I am going to do my hair. Now I can do it extra cute. Since I don't have to go to work. I was just going to do my hair afterwards. We're going to be moving stuff, like basically just prepping. So the event is on Wednesday. We have Monday off. And we just didn't get as much done on Friday as we thought we would. And that's mostly just moving boxes and boxes and boxes of t-shirts from our offices to the space, as well as the kits and stuff. We're doing a maker's fair. So a bunch of craft stuff. And we just wanted to move it from point A to point B so we didn't have to do that the day of the event. No, we'll just do it the day before, which is fine. I am glad she called. I was going to go, but no matter what, because I said I would, I hadn't really thought about just being like, never mind, let's not, but she did, and I support that. Her birthday's tomorrow, and her husband's off today, not tomorrow, so spend time with him today. That's important. Family first. I know I've been yapping for a long time. Ramble, ramble. This is such a good mascara, like, absolutely would repurchase, would recommend. I don't know which one I like better, this one or the Lash Paradise. I think it's a toss-up. I think they're both really good, but I went a long time without this mascara. I want to say in like 2021. Ugh. I got in my eyeball. I think in 2021 I bought this like 3 or 4 times. And then last year I didn't buy it until like the end of the year. And I'm just like, oh, this one's so good. I just poked myself in my eye with mascara. I don't have a lipstick picked out, but this has gone far enough. It's gone long enough. I'm just gonna put this Moira lip oil on, which I feel like is a misnomer. I feel like lip oils. This one's so thick. I would not associate this with an oil. It's not tacky or sticky, but it is thick. So do with that what you will. But here is my look using the avocado toast. Super basic, but we love basic around here. That was my chatty, rambly goals and update for 2023. What are your goals for the year? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel for more randomness. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, tell me what's up, what's new with you, what are your goals for the year, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!